Welcome to Magnify Your Message. Inspiration magnified. Hey there, I'm Cheryl Hunter. Welcome back to another episode of Magnify Your Message podcast. I help established experts leverage the power of major media to get themselves, their brand, their business, and message out in front of millions. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about increasing your business by getting on TV and talking about your business. Let me ask, have you ever wanted to do that? Get on TV and talk about how different, how great, how awesome your business, brand, or work is? If so, you do not want to miss this episode. Welcome to the podcast. All right, I'm going to kick off today's episode by telling you about my client, Mike Kading. Mike has a housing manufacturing company, and his mission is to help people have affordable housing. He's amazing. He's very successful. He's got hundreds of employees, and his heart is absolutely in the right place. He really does want to help people and make the world a better place. When Mike came to me, he thought he was going to increase his business by getting on TV and talking about his business. Mike isn't alone. Most business owners who come to me want to get on TV to talk about their products and services and features. They imagine themselves saying something along the lines of, here's how we came into being. We are different and better than everyone else out there. We offer this, we do that. We're really good at what we do, and we help people. But here's the thing. That's not what TV segments are about. That's called advertising. That's for infomercials. No TV show that's out there, just a news show, a morning show, a talk show, no TV show out there is going to have you on to talk about your business. The audience will tune out. The producer will never call you back. And if you actually do that, if you get on and just start talking about your business, you will get blacklisted from that major media platform for life. Now, look, you might say, well, I saw Kylie Jenner on TV over the other day talking about her business. And yes, there are definitely exceptions to the rule. When you are massively famous, people want to talk about anything about you. They will invite you on TV to talk about what you eat for breakfast. Not kidding. But if you're not Kylie Jenner or Taylor Swift famous, if you're not Travis Kelce, oops, I'm on a theme here, aren't I? If you're not, if you're not hugely famous, you don't get to go on and just talk about your business. You earn that by being famous. So what is a business owner to do? Well, first, you've got to understand how major media works. And when you understand what networks actually want, you know how to make the producers look good while serving their audience. Boy, oh boy, everything changes. When you learn how to provide value in a way that truly galvanizes the viewers into a movement, and they start calling the network and asking for you to come back, whether they're sharing your segment with their friends and family, commenting on social media about your segment, they're finding you online and becoming brand champions for you and your business. Everything changes then. But that's not normally what people want to happen, and it doesn't happen automatically. It's a skill that can be taught, and I break down exactly how to do that step by step. And I do that both here on the podcast and privately with my clients. Look, I've been in this major media game for decades, and I've seen firsthand what happens when business owners try to navigate the media world on their own. They make all the wrong moves unwittingly. They pitch themselves the exact opposite of the way they should. They come across as just another person who's trying to promote their business instead of an expert who's there to serve an audience. Sometimes, yes, they do get blacklisted by media. by trying to do it all themselves and doing it all wrong. But what I've discovered after years of working with experts and thought leaders is the ones that get the real results, the ones who become true media darlings that the producers call again and again, they all understand something crucial. They know how to be their own publicist. They know how to speak the language of media. They know exactly what producers and editors want and how to give it to them. My best clients, my favorite clients, the ones who get the most extraordinary results are the ones who, yes, they're mission driven. They know they've got something important to share. They know their message can change lives. And they do the work. They might not love being on camera, doing interviews or putting themselves out there in front of big numbers of people, but they do it because they know it matters. And that's what you tap into when you start getting the right kind of media training, not just the tactics and strategies, but understanding exactly how major media works, how a newsroom functions, how to get inside the minds of the gatekeepers, along with the positioning and mindset that makes you irresistible to major media. Now, truly, I know what some of you might be thinking, which is, oh, good grief, that sounds like a lot of work. And you know what? You're right. It is work, but it's work that pays dividends for years. Once you learn these skills and you understand the system, you have them forever. That's how it was with Mike Kading. I mean, a lot of times as business owners, they're like, look, I outsource my advertising. Sometimes businesses outsource their marketing. They're like, I want to outsource my PR. But I tell you, learning to do it yourself and become your own publicist is far more impactful than outsourcing it to anyone else would ever be. So, okay, back to Mike Kading. I taught him how to serve an audience with his expertise, not just talk about his business. As a result, he started getting booked on TV and providing real value for an audience. And he became known eventually as a sort of caped crusader for people who need but can't find affordable housing. Now Mike is all over the news talking about how to find affordable housing, even now, even in this economy. News stations all around the country bring him in to talk about cool things like how to negotiate a better lease, the best time to move, what landlords do not want you to know, what exactly to say to your landlord. It's stuff that nobody else would know. He's an insider, so he provides this valuable insight. He wanted to help people have affordable housing. That was his mission. And by going from just wanting to talk about his business to actually serving people on TV with his expertise, Mike has been able to help so many more people than he could have ever helped by just talking about his business. Oh, and by the way, his business is crushing it because he is on television all over the nation. So look, I truly hope that today's episode is giving you some great insight about exactly what to do and not to do on TV. I truly hope that I'm destroying the myth that most business owners have. Just get on TV and talk about your business. Thank you for listening. Join me on the next episode because I'll be providing even more information that you can use to help get your business, your brand, your message out in front of the world. In the meantime, would you please do me a favor? If this episode was eye-opening, if it taught you something different, made you look at your business in a new way, would you please share it with your friends and colleagues, especially experts who built a business brand or nonprofit with their expertise? And please subscribe, like, and leave a review, letting people know that you got value from the episode. I thank you so much in advance. If your work helps people, your message matters. And I want to help you magnify your message in every way possible. I'm Cheryl Hunter. Thank you for being here. Join me again next time on Magnify Your Message.